Okay, so today I'm going to do something just a little bit different. Nova is in her heat cycle, and she's let's see, from what I'm calculated, she's about 6 or 7 days into her heat cycle. And what I normally do is I'll let them kind of run around freely with the males, whoever I have them breed with, and just kind of see if they tie or not. I know it's a bit early for her to accept a male right now, but usually whenever they're in the yard or in the back and they tie, I actually have to kind of make sure that they don't hurt each other, you know, the male hurting the female or the female hurting the male. And sometimes the ties can last 5-10 minutes up to 30 minutes plus. So I usually will sit with the female and keep her comfortable and calm, because usually the female's the one that's kind of antsy and wants to pull away or sit down, or the males are usually pretty good with just kind of standing there and waiting for, you know, everything to go back to normal. So I have had this super duper cool enclosure for a couple months now, and I had put up the whelping boxes that I use. I use these, basically the reason I got it was to put my whelping box inside, so that way my larger dogs don't jump in with the smaller puppies and hurt them. You know, that would be unintentional, but it helps to keep the puppies more protected inside the whelping box. And also the females that are getting ready to give birth, this is what I'm going to be using for like the birthing area. And you know, whenever they're giving birth, after birth, then I'll get the whelping box put up, because I do need the pig rails and that in it, just to keep it safe. But right now we're just talking about breeding. So I have Nova in here, and the only other thing I have in here is a ball and water. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing Conan in. And I know that they probably won't tie, but I do want to keep them in a safe area while he's around her and she's around him. And if they do by chance tie, then they are in a kind of confined area where I can be in there and not have to worry about one trying to take off and, you know, anybody getting hurt. So this is just something kind of new that I'm doing with breeding. Just to make sure everybody keeps safe. So I will do an update when I bring Conan in here. I'm just kind of showing what is the things that you're looking for, you know, to kind of see if your female is getting ready. Like I said, her tail is off to the side, but she's not quite letting him finish mount. She's still kind of flirty and play, and Conan's just getting kind of tired, which is why I have only water in here. So he'll try to tie, but she's just kind of not ready, and that's okay, because, you know, we'll have him in here with her every day until they get a first tie, and then after they get a first tie, we'll do every other day for a couple days until they get 2 or 3 good ties. But yep, this is to me a little bit safer, where I can keep an eye on them and just make sure if I need to intervene, I can. Nova's just being flirty. Even though Conan tries to mount her, she's not truly ready yet, and she's letting him go. So he'll smell her and try to mount her to get a tie, but she's just not ready. And this is a little bit better controlled in here. Okay, so right now I have Conan in here with Nova, and they are just kind of doing a little bit of flirting and checking out each other. So again, you see her tails going off to the side. She's not really flagging at all right now, so and again, I'm not forcing the female to mate because she knows when the time it'll be to mate. You see her tail going up and over, but she knows it's just not quite time yet. So she's just going to kind of be flirty and play and check him out. But as you see, there's no aggression, there's no snapping, there's no biting, growling, no fighting. Which is really important because you want to have breeding with two dogs that actually do get along with each other. And Nova has had her first litter with Conan. She had her second litter with Silver. And this will be her third litter, and we're going back to Conan. After she breeds, this is summertime, we're going to have her take her break during wintertime. Conan is like out of breath. He's like, this is hard work. And she's letting him know, hey, easy. Okay, so I do believe that they just tied. Yes, they did. So I'm going to come in here real quick. Okay, so it ended up Nova and Conan did tie today. I might be a few days off of when she actually started her cycle and when she's... Come here, Mama. It's okay, Mama. It's okay. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. Good boy, Conan. Come this way. So I try to keep them as straight as possible. Stop. But right now, this is what a pair of dogs look like. Of course, it's just educational, what they look like when they tie. And again, Conan is being very, very good. He's trying to stay still. It's my Nova, which I'm trying to keep her calm and just let her know everything's going to be okay. Yeah. Just give her some support here. Yeah, Mama. Good Mama. And she's the one who wants to kind of go around in circles and stuff, while Conan is just kind of standing here being a good boy. Nova's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't like this being stuck. But again, this area to me is a little bit more confined, a little bit better, so that way I can be here with her. You're doing a good job, Mama. Yep. Yeah, so instead of being around day 7, she might actually be around day 10 or 11. So, yeah. her bleeding. We seen bright red on Cinco de Mayo, but I don't know if that was the first day of her red, because she actually keeps herself really clean. So it's a little hard to know exactly the first day. You know, even though I get my medical gloves and I do their exams and check and see when they're swollen and stuff. So today is day 1, first tie. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Conan's being such a good boy. Yes, he is. He's just over here kind of being a good boy. He is. And again, when Conan ties, it's definitely 20 minutes plus that he stays tied. And as you can see, he's a little bit bigger than Nova. Yeah, like I said, I like keeping them straight. So that way the female and the male do not get hurt in any way. And when Nova wants to try to turn, I'll either turn Conan or I'll go to her. Come here, my mama. Yeah, but this is the birds and the bees, and it's nothing graphic or disgusting. It's just the way that things are. And to me, this is just something that I do believe I'm going to start using from the future on, is doing this. So that way, if I need to intervene, I'm here and around, and the dogs can't try to run off, and I can be here for my babies. Yeah. So hopefully babies soon. Yeah, more beautiful babies. Now Nova is a long-haired German Shepherd. Conan is a short-haired German Shepherd. But he does carry for long hair. So whenever they have babies, it's basically 75% long hair babies and 25% short hair babies. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and put the phone down, so that way I can be over here for my Nova, sit with her, and then I'll get a video of when they detach. Just a quick thing, when they detach, Nova went to the potty before I put her in here, so she is going to go back into her holding kennel, and I'm not going to let her back out for at least 2 to 3 hours, because I do not want her to potty. So yeah, mama, see, oh, you're such a good girl, such a good girl. And again, I'm trying to record while I'm taking care of Nova. And see, Conan is just over there just being a super good boy. Yeah. And all honestly, I did not think that they were going to tie, but whenever I bring them in together, I never leave them unsupervised. I need to know that there's a tie. And when there's a tie, I have my breeding calendar to write down when I need to go get x-rays, when I need to start preparing, you know, the whelping area. Come on, mama, come back around this way. No, there we go. Come on, let's try to keep straight. There we go. There we go. And me keeping them straight is just my preference, because again, to me that seems to be more comfortable for the male. All right, so I'm going to pause this and I will do an update date in a little bit. Okay, so they just broke. So another good thing about why I like this is because when a male is finished with tying the female, his penis is still exposed. And I like this area where I can actually keep him contained until he is put back inside, so he does not actually have any kind of hurt himself. So I'm going to go put Nova real quick in her holding cage. Okay, so I have Nova in her holding cell, and I'm giving Conan a couple extra minutes to recover. And I'm going to take him back downstairs.